Oh, hey, why are you in my basement? Well, okay. Welcome to my lady lair. I'm Veronica Belmont, and this is Fact or Fictional, the show where we feature tech from your favorite movies, TV shows, books, and comics. And ask, is this really possible? And if not, why not? But before we begin our teaser episode, let me talk a little bit about what we'll be doing weekly for the next year. We'll be asking you to send us your favorite or worst fictional tech to feature right here on the show. Then we'll talk to scientists, pop culture experts, and geeks of all kinds to find out whether it's really possible to, say, hover on a board or build a super cop out of a robot. Today, we'll hop out of the grid and onto the Ducati from Tron Legacy. We'll explore the possibilities and impossibilities of this bike, which was used by Sam Flynn, aka Garrett Hedlund. It's safe to assume that you've all probably seen the original Tron, but in 2010, director Steven Lisberger decided it was time his son, Sam Flynn, explored his father's exploits on the grid. As Sam investigates the disappearance of his father, he encounters a strange signal that pulls him into the virtual computer world that his dad has been trying to overcome for 20 years. Now, this movie is obviously a geek dream. It's got stunning visuals, state-of-the-art computer-generated imagery, and gorgeous digital landscapes. These movies are sure to entertain and boggle the mind of just about anyone. In a film where most elements seem to be exaggerated and imagined, I wanted to take a look at one piece of tech and put it to the test of reality. In Tron Legacy, Sam is caught cruising around at very high speeds on a very sexy Ducati motorcycle. My question is, did the Italian motorcycle engineers at Ducati design this bike for real life? Or is it just another unrealistic stunt machine for the movie? I was lucky enough to pick the brain of Jim over at Ace Motorsports, a seasoned Ducati tech specialist and massive Tron fan, to see if this motorized piece of tech is fact or fictional. I geek out on a lot of stuff, but motorcycles and cars are two areas of my knowledge that are not fleshed out whatsoever. So tell me about this bike. What are the specs?
Basically, it's a 992cc L twin.
What is a twin?
Twin cylinder.
Twin cylinder,
Yes.
okay.
It's fuel injected. These bikes are rated about just under 400 pounds. They're producing about 92 horsepower and about 70, a little under 70 foot-pounds of torque. They're fast, they're fun. You've got a top speed of probably about, depending on the gearing, maybe 130 to 140 miles an hour.
That's fast.
You can get more out of it if you gear it accordingly, but stock, that's what we're going to do.
Now you mentioned that the bike shown in the film was a stock bike. What would you personally add to that bike to make it more your style?
They have to meet EPA DOT regulations, noise, sound, emissions.
So you would blow that out of the water? You'd be like,
God,
no,
yeah. Yes.
Screw the EPA.
Gone.
Okay.
Yes.
Gone. Out the window.
Done. There's very little in this world that sounds as good as a Ducati when you set up performance bikes.
What sound does it make? What does it sound like?
It can't be described.
No?
It's got to be heard.
Is it like,
It's close. Imagine that friendly.
A little more like that?
In a friendly sort of way.
I feel like... In the film, there's this scene where the Ducati jumps off of a bridge and it probably lands, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 feet from the ground. I mean, would this bike be able to do that and survive in one piece? Does it have the gear for that?
Yes. A little bit of modification to the suspension, very easily.
Yeah?
Yep.
And how much training would someone have to do that kind of jump? Is that something you could do, for example?
Any stunt rider with any capability could do it very easily.
Now, they stopped making this bike after the film came out. That wasn't related, though, right? That was just a timing thing, or was it?
It was timing. They actually stopped producing the bike before the film came out.
Oh, so if there was demand for the bike after the film, then they couldn't meet that, or you'd have to buy it used.
Yeah, exactly. That's why the cost of these, as far as available now, availability, they've gone up. I mean, you can't buy these things for pennies anymore.
Do you think Garrett Hedlund is a Ducati guy?
He is, actually.
He is? Yes. Oh, really?
And he did get swagged out for the show as well. For the film.
Did they give him a bike, you think?
Did
they let him keep that bike?
I
bet they did.
Not really at liberty to say.
With proper training and a little bit of guts, I think I could probably be like Garrett Hedlund in Tron, except without all the falling and jumping off of things and chase scenes and maybe just a nice Sunday ride through the hills. I could do that. No, I did not ride that thing. Are you kidding me? It's like 140 miles per hour. No thanks, yeah, I'll walk, I'll drive, that's fine by me. But I gotta say, I was pretty shocked to hear that the bike used in the movie had no aftermarket modifications. It also seems kind of silly that they quit making the bike right after the movie's blockbuster release. So, now that we know that the Ducati is fact, When can we expect to see a real-life light cycle on the road? I want to know what tech you guys want to interrogate, so tweet me at Veronica, send video questions, or post on Facebook. Until next week, I'm Veronica Belmont, and this is Factor Fictional on TechFeed. Stu, can you play me out with some jumping over tech, please? Wow, thanks, Stu. We'll see you guys next time.